So now it's time for the first video about what I will not be missing about Japan. And this video is actually related kind of to the last one. So what I will miss in Japan is public transportation. What I won't miss about Japan is last train. I will not miss the idea of having to try to catch last train. If you live inside of Tokyo, having to catch the last train of the night is not so bad because the last train of the night usually is around 1 if you live close to Tokyo. But as for me, I live outside of Tokyo, and I live outside by about an hour, maybe a little bit more depending on where in Tokyo. But about an hour away. So if I have to get last train, it's usually around 11 or 11:30, which means I have to leave wherever I am at about 10:30 or 11. So it's kind of no good. A lot of times when my friends want to have a birthday party or have drinks, they want to meet in Tokyo, someplace in Tokyo, Roppongi, Shinjuku, or Shibuya, somewhere like that. So it's kind of frustrating because many of them live kind of closer to Tokyo, so they can get out. But as for me, I have to get a train at 11, so I have to leave at 10:30. So if drinks start at 8 o'clock, or if the party starts at 8 o'clock, then I'm only there for 2 hours, and I don't really get to relax because I keep having to check my watch to make sure that I don't miss my last train. And more than once, I have had to run to get my last train. Last weekend, not this past one, but the weekend before, 4 of my friends had a birthday party in Roppongi Hills. I forgot the place we were at, but we were at Roppongi Hills, and I looked at my watch and we were like, oh, we have to go. And we were going leisurely, and we got off on the wrong floor. Like, we were on this really tall building with like a really nice bar up at the top, and we were going down, and we got off on the wrong floor because they closed all of the shops. So the floor we needed to get off on was closed, so we could only take the elevator down to the very bottom floor. So we got off on the wrong floor and had to go back up and try and find our way. And once we figured out where we were, I had to like sprint to the station because if I didn't, I would have missed last train. And it was raining, so I couldn't like sprint with my umbrella open and try and swerve in and out of people that are walking very slowly and slightly drunkenly. So I had to pull down my umbrella and run in the rain. It was not fun. But it's either that or stay out until first train, which is usually around 5:30 in the morning. So it's not terrible to do that, but I prefer not to do that because if I stay out all night, then I'll have spent most of Saturday doing something, and then Sunday is going to be devoted to recovery. So from not sleeping for 24 hours, I'd prefer not to do it if I don't have to. So I will not miss having to take last train to get home. I'll be happy to be able to leave whenever I want because I will have a car. So that's one thing I will not miss at all. Last trains. No good.